Imagine a city, an ancient city, full of bustling streets, grand temples, and a thriving population, completely submerged beneath the sea. Today, we're diving into the mysterious underwater worlds of two Stone Age cities, Dvarka and Pavlopetri, hidden for thousands of years beneath the waves. Let's explore how these incredible places came to be lost in time. Throughout history, stories have circulated about cities lost to the sea. From Atlantis to mysterious tales in folklore, submerged cities have captivated our imaginations for centuries. But did you know that some of these cities actually exist? Let's start with one of the most remarkable, Dvarka, an ancient city in India believed to be around 9,000 years old. Dvarka is located off the coast of modern-day Gujarat, India. According to Indian legend, this city was founded by the god Krishna, one of Hinduism's most revered deities. The ancient texts describe Dvarka as a prosperous, golden city, filled with palaces, grand temples, and beautiful gardens. But according to the same texts, Dvarka was eventually swallowed by the ocean. In the 1980s, marine archaeologists, led by the National Institute of Ocean Technology, started finding stone structures and artifacts underwater near Dvarka. These findings matched descriptions of an ancient city, and suddenly, the legend seemed more real than anyone had expected. Using underwater mapping technology, they discovered city walls, huge building foundations, and what seemed to be a drainage system. Dating of the artifacts revealed that some of these structures could be around 9,000 years old, pushing the timeline of human civilization back by thousands of years. This makes Dvarka one of the oldest cities known to humankind, possibly predating the pyramids of Egypt. But how did Dvarka end up underwater? One theory is that rising sea levels at the end of the last ice age could have flooded the coastal city. Some experts also believe that tectonic activity could have caused parts of the coastline to sink, plunging Dvarka into the Arabian Sea. Dvarka isn't alone in its fate. It's one of many ancient coastal cities that are believed to have been lost as ice melted and seas rose. In fact, our next underwater city might surprise you. It's hidden off the coast of Greece and is one of the best-preserved submerged cities in the world. Meet Pavlopetri, a 5,000-year-old city lying just 4 meters below the surface of the Aegean Sea. Pavlopetri is unique, not only because it's old, but because it's so well preserved. You can still see the layout of streets, houses, and even the city's plumbing system. Imagine walking along these ancient streets, knowing they were once lined with homes, workshops, and markets. Unlike Dvarka, Pavlopetri isn't tied to legend. Its history is documented and preserved by archaeologists who found pottery, tools, and remnants of daily life. Pavlopetri gives us a rare glimpse into the daily life of ancient humans during the Bronze Age. The site includes a complex network of buildings and the remains of an organized urban plan, showing that its inhabitants were skilled in construction and city planning. Some experts believe it was an important trading center in the ancient Mediterranean. Much like Dvarka, Pavlopetri likely succumbed to the forces of nature. Rising sea levels and tectonic activity are the main suspects. Over time, shifting land masses and changing shorelines would have gradually pushed this bustling city beneath the water. By around 1000 BC, Pavlopetri was abandoned, left to the waves and the sands of time. Underwater archaeology has allowed us to uncover these lost worlds. Using tools like sonar mapping and underwater robotics, researchers can now find and explore submerged ruins without disturbing them. In Dvarka, for example, sonar mapping revealed huge stone structures and ancient artifacts buried under layers of sand and silt. These discoveries give us a peek into the lives of ancient civilizations, how they built their cities, managed trade, and organized their societies. The existence of cities like Dvarka and Pavlopetri raises new questions about early human civilization. Did ancient humans understand architecture and urban planning much earlier than we thought? And if there are still cities waiting to be discovered, what other pieces of our history are hidden beneath the waves? Ancient ruins like Dvarka and Pavlopetri remind us that history isn't always written in books. It's often hidden beneath the oceans, waiting to be uncovered. Perhaps we'll one day discover more of these lost cities, revealing even more about our distant ancestors and their achievements. What are your thoughts on these underwater worlds? Do you think there are more lost cities waiting to be found? Let us know in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe for more journeys into the past.